Fair use, fair use. Copyright 1976.
S-28 Sarmat, world's most powerful and longest range intercontinental ballistic missile. It can reach targets anywhere on Earth in less than 30 minutes. Capable of delivering 10 to 16 nuclear warheads to any point on the globe. This missile has a yield of over 50 times more powerful than the Little Boy bomb dropped on Hiroshima. President or military leaders deciding when to launch based on strategic needs. Two officers insert their keys into the launch console, and on a coordinated count, they turn their keys simultaneously. One of the officers pressed the red launch button, triggering the automated launch sequence.
I like to give all praises and glory to Almighty Yahweh Yahushai. Double honors to the men in GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz on the set once again. Satan too. That's all I gotta say. Okay, when this thing goes down, Russia gonna send out Satan too. Okay, and nuke this place and destroy it and burn her with fire. Okay. Now, if you want to make it out with your life, you have to come back to Yahweh Yahushai while we still can. Okay, Satan too. That's all I have to say. The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 16. The 10 horns you saw, and the beast will hate the prostitute. They will take everything she has and leave her naked. They will eat her flesh and destroy her with fire. Okay, that's the EU nations. Okay, Satan too. Okay, this thing's going down. Okay, this thing's going down. So if you don't want to be eradicated and destroyed, you have to come back to Yahweh Yahushai while you still can. Okay, then the so-called white man, okay, he's going to get eradicated when this thing goes down and put straight into slavery, okay? And this so-called Negro woman, okay, that likes to play, that likes to jump on a white man's bandwagon, we're going to shackle her up. She going to get put to death and get put to, and come back in her right mind too. Satan too. That's all I got to say. This thing's going down. Call upon the name of Yahweh Yahushua while you still can, while the doors of mercy are still open. Okay, Russia gonna send these nukes, these ICBMs over here and destroy it. Okay, the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 11. They had a king ruling over them, who in the angel in charge of them is the abyss. Okay, the football size suitcase. Okay, his name in Hebrew is Apollyon, and Greek his name is Apollyon, meaning the destroyer. Okay, the first horror is over. After this, there will be two more horrors to come. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, this thing's going down. Okay, they're gonna destroy her and destroy her with fire. Okay, the book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 18. A third of the human race was killed by those three plagues: the fire and the smoke and the sulfur coming out of the horse's mouth. Okay, thermonuclear destruction. Okay, coming to this place. Okay. And if you want to make it out with your life, you're talking about a so-called white man can be saved, and you don't know if you're going to make it out with your life. How you going to be talking about the so-called white man can be saved if you don't know if you're going to make it out with your life or not, okay? You better come back into Yahweh Yahushai while you still can, while the doors of mercy are still open, okay? That's what this is about. The book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 16. I was told the number of the mountain troops, it was 200 million. Okay, that's 200 million missiles, nukes, okay, hitting this place. Okay, one Satan 2 nuclear warhead could destroy it's the size of Texas. Okay, could destroy this place. Okay, This is Satan 2 ain't no joke, okay? Now I have another video. I have to find it, okay? So if you want to make it out with your life when this thing goes down, and if you not be destroyed when this thing goes down, you better call upon the name of Yahweh Shai when this thing goes down. That's what this is about. Okay? That's what this is all about. You better call upon the name of Yahweh Shai, so you can make it out with your life when this thing goes down. Okay? So when Russia sends Satan 2 over here, he's going to destroy this place and annihilate it. Okay, ain't nothing gonna be over here. Okay, there's nothing gonna be over here. Okay, this place is just gonna be desolate, a desolate wasteland. Okay, all it's gonna be over here is desert creatures. That's all it's gonna be over here. Now, one moment, let me try to find this video. Okay, these ICBM missiles, when they get shot off from Russia, they're going to destroy this place. Okay, fair use, fair use.
$1,296 in 6 months. That's how much I could have saved on car insurance, and I didn't even realize it. So I finally sat down and actually looked at my car insurance bill. $333 a month.
This is the RS-28
Fair
Sarmat,
use, fair use.
the world's most powerful and longest range intercontinental ballistic missile. It can reach targets anywhere on Earth in less than 30 minutes. Capable of delivering 10 to 16 nuclear warheads to any point on the globe. This missile has a yield of over 50 times more powerful than the Little Boy bomb dropped on Hiroshima. This extraordinary speed is a key factor in its effectiveness. Today, we're going to dive deep into how this powerful weapon actually works. The RS-28 Sarmat ICBM, known as Satan II, is a formidable weapon in Russia's strategic arsenal. It officially entered operational service in September 2023 as the world's longest range and most powerful ICBM system. The missile is 35.3 meters long and 3 meters in diameter. And here's a comparison. Here's how it stacks up against the size of an average human. The missile can be stored in underground silos or mounted on mobile vehicles, always ready to launch at a moment's notice. But launching it is no simple task. It starts at the highest level, with the president or military leaders deciding when to launch based on strategic needs. Once that decision is made, a secure launch order is sent to the Launch Control Center. This order is encrypted and requires verification. At the Launch Control Center, officers receive the order and verify it using secure codes. Both codes must match before the process can proceed. Then, the target coordinates are entered into the missile's guidance system. This system calculates the best flight path to reach the target. Next, two officers insert their keys into the launch console, and on a coordinated count, they turn their keys simultaneously, arming the missile and activating the launch system. The system performs a final readiness check. Once everything is good to go, one of the officers presses the red launch button, triggering the automated launch sequence. The missile's guidance system is like its brain. It controls the missile's movement, ensuring it follows a predetermined flight path, sending the necessary commands to guide it to its target. This guidance system is critical to the missile's operation. The first stage engines ignite. The missile lifts off from the launch platform, following the programmed flight path towards its destination. In these initial moments, the missile uses a gimbaled engine to steer. This engine pivots, changing the direction of the thrust, allowing for precise adjustments in the missile's trajectory. At 2 minutes, the first stage separates at an altitude of 50 kilometers, 31 miles, reaching speeds of over 12,250 kilometers or 7,612 miles per hour. That's Mach 10. Immediately after, the second stage ignites. Each stage has its own engines and fuel tanks. At 10 minutes, the second stage separates and then the third stage ignites. During the mid-course phase, the third stage propels the missile to an altitude of 1,000 kilometers, 621 miles, cruising at 24,500 kilometers per hour, or Mach 20. As the missile enters space, gas thrusters take over for fine-tuned control, releasing small bursts of gas to adjust its orientation and trajectory. At 30 minutes, the missile reaches the re-entry point. The third stage separates, and the MIRVs, or Multiple Independently Targetable Re-Entry Vehicles, are deployed. Each MIRV contains a nuclear warhead, a guidance system, and a propulsion unit, and is programmed to hit a separate, independent target, allowing the missile to strike multiple targets simultaneously with devastating precision. As the MIRVs re-enter the Earth's atmosphere at 100 kilometers, 62 miles, they use advanced guidance systems to make final adjustments, ensuring they hit their targets with pinpoint accuracy. Upon impact, the warheads detonate, causing massive destruction with immense explosive power and catastrophic results. The RS-28 Sarmat, with its ability to deliver multiple nuclear warheads across vast distances with remarkable precision, represents one of the most powerful and complex. In a world where such weapons exist, it's crucial to understand the power they hold and the responsibility that comes with them. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't.
Well, that's how it's going to go down, okay? That's how it's going to go down. Satan, too, okay? He's going to destroy this place, okay? And if you don't wake up and come back into the name of Yahweh, Yahushai, you won't make it out with your life when this thing goes down, okay? That's what this is about, okay? It's going to go down with thermonuclear destruction, okay? That's what this is all about. The book of 2 Peter's chapter 3, verse 9. Yahweh is not slow to do what he has promised, as some think. Instead, he is patient with you, because he does not want any of you to be destroyed, but wants all to turn away from their sins. But the day of Yahweh will come like a thief. On that day, the heavens will disappear with a shrill noise. The heavenly bodies will burn up and be destroyed, and the earth with everything in it will vanish. Since all these things will be destroyed in this way, what kind of people should you be? Your life should be holy and dedicated to Yahweh. Okay, so this thing's going down, okay? This thing's going down, okay? So you have to get yourself prepared and renew your life and call upon Yahweh's divine holy name so you can make it out with your life when this thing goes down, okay? Riches don't profit in the day of wrath. The book of Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Go in your houses, my people, and shut the door behind you. Hide yourself for a little while until Yahweh's anger is over. Yahweh is coming from his heavenly dwelling place to punish the people on the earth for their sins. The murder that were secretly committed on the earth will be revealed, and the ground will no longer hide those who have been killed. Okay, so that's what this is about. Okay, coming back into Yahweh Yahushai. That's what this is all about. The book of Isaiah 29, verse 1. Yahweh's altar, Jerusalem, is itself doomed. The city where David camped is doomed. Let another year and 2 years and go, and with its feast festivals. Verse 5. Jerusalem, all the foreigners who attack, who you will be blown away like dust, and their terrible armies will fly away like straw. Suddenly and expectantly, Yahweh Almighty will rescue you with violent storms, thunderstorms, earthquakes. He will send windstorms and rage and a fire. Then all the armies of the nations will attack the city of Yahweh's altar, and their weapons will equip everything, will vanish like a dream, like someone imagining it in the night. All nations that assemble to attack Jerusalem will be like a starving person who dreams he is eating and wakes up hungry, or like someone who's dying of thirst who dreams that he is drinking and he wakes up with a dry throat. Okay, this thing's going down. Okay, Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this place. Okay, Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this place. Okay, Satan too. That's all I gotta say. Is Satan too. Okay, it's going down. Okay, and if you want to make it out with your life, you have to call upon the name of Yahweh Yahushai. Okay, you could easily see if you take that mark of the beast, what's going to happen to you. Okay, you're going to get eradicated. Okay, by these ICBMs. Okay, these nuclear bombs. Okay, Russia has it. Okay, Yahushai is going to put an evil thought in this man's head. Okay, and she's going to shoot on this place. Okay, and destroy it. The book of Isaiah chapter 34 verse 5. Yahweh has prepared his sword in heaven, and now will strike Edom, those people whom he has condemned to destruction. His sword will be covered with their blood and fat, like a fat lamb and the goats that are sacrificed. Yahweh has offered his sacrifice in the city of Bozrah. He will make a great slaughter in the land of Edom. The people will fall like the oxen and young bulls, and the earth will be red with blood and covered with fat. This is the time when Yahweh will rescue Zion and take vengeance on her enemies. The rivers of Edom will turn into tar, and the soil will be turned into sulfur. The whole country will burn like tar. It will burn day and night, and smoke will rise for it forever. The land will lie wasted age after age, and no one will ever travel through it again. Okay, that's it. Okay, this man's going down. Okay, when these missiles shot off from Russia, when it shot off from Russia, China, okay, and all these other Iran. Okay, and not Iran, but France, Germany, they're going to shoot missiles on this place, okay, and destroy it, okay, and make it desolate. Okay, this is the time where you have to come back into the name while you still can, while the doors of mercy are still open. The book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 12. If they do not change their ways, Yahweh sharpens his sword. He bends his bow and makes it ready. He takes up his deadly weapon and sends aim his burning arrows, okay? His burning arrows, destroying this place, okay? Annihilating it, okay? This America's destroyed, okay? They're gonna get sick of America, and they're gonna drop nuclear weapons on America, okay? ICBMs, okay? Intercontinental ballistic missiles on this man, okay? And if you want to make it out with your life when this thing goes down, you have to call upon the name of Yahweh Yahushai so you can make it out with your life when this thing goes down. Okay, they're going to destroy one another because America is going to shoot off their missiles too. When America shoot off its missiles, okay, all the other nations are going to get the trigger, okay, and they're going to shoot off their missiles on America, okay, and making her desolate. The book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 21. Evil will kill the wicked, okay? Evil will kill the wicked. Those who hate the righteous will be punished, okay? So, those that hate the righteous are going to get eradicated, okay? This thing is going down, okay? So you best call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, while you still can, while the doors of mercy are still open, okay? Well, if you don't, you won't make it out with your life when this thing goes down, okay? You're going to be destroyed when this thing goes down, okay? You have to call upon his divine and holy name while you still can. Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, one moment. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 25. I have opened the place where my weapons are stored, and in my anger I have taken them out, because the sovereign Yahweh Almighty has work to do in Babylon. Attack it from every side and break open the place where its grains are stored. Pile its loot and like piles of grain. Destroy the country. Leave nothing at all. Kill all the soldiers. Slaughter all them. The people of Babylon are doomed. The time has come for them to be punished. Okay, so this is the time. Okay, that Yahweh is going to punish this place. Okay, and eradicate this place. Okay, it comes out of the body. Okay, the nuclear weapon comes out of the body, destroying this place. Okay, let's get it. The book of Job, chapter 20, verse 24. Then they tried to escape from the sword. A bronze bow will shoot them down. The arrows stick through all their bodies, and the shiny points drip with their blood. And terror grips their heart. Everything they have saved up is destroyed in a fire not lit by humans, burns, and all their families. The heavens shall reveal their sin, and the earth their testimony against them. All their wealth is destroyed, and the flood of Yahweh's anger. That's what this is all about. Okay, one moment. Okay, that's what this is all about. Satan too. The book of Job, chapter 21, chapter 20, verse 24. They tried to escape from the iron sword. A bronze bow will shoot them down. Arrows stick through their body. The shiny point dips with their blood. And terror grips their heart, okay? That's these thermonuclear missiles, okay? When this thing gets shot off from Russia, okay? They're going to destroy this place, okay? And you have to call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, if you want to make it out with your life when this thing goes down. If you don't, you won't make it out with this thing goes down. Okay, you're going to be destroyed. Okay, when this thing goes down. That's why you want to call upon the names of Yahweh, Yahushai, while you still can. So hopefully you was edified. I like to give all praises and glory and honors to Almighty Yahweh, Yahushai, Shalom.